Ah, bring water. Good morning, cherished listening viewers, listeners, enemies, haters, loved ones, politicians, Muslims, Christians, unemployed, gainfully employed, students, lecturers, fellow counselors, and what have you. But focus here, I do baby in account is what have you. I'm honored and pressured with a lot of pleasure to come to my brothers and sisters from the city of the Americans as I speak from Tade, the place of worship for me this week. Friends and loved ones, I greet you. I'm in Tade now, and from the days that I entered in Tade, I want to send greetings to the rest of you in Accra. Let me vehemently say that our page is back. Thank you, Jane, for sharing. Let's begin to share because I have a lecture for 1 hour here with you. I'm honored. I'm pleased to announce my presence here. Tilly, thank you for coming. Bless you all. 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 I know this morning most of you missed my morning fire with my lady. Yes, because we've taken Takrade hostage with our power, word ministration, prophetic, and prayer with Prophet. Oh, Joanne, our page is back. Norma, our page is back. Finally, we are missed. Oh, yes. Bismarck. I wasn't gonna say this Bismarck. When you bring the money, I'll tell the people we'll do a class party this December. So Bismarck, keep note. We are doing bring your staff and eat. We're going to do a big gathering. I'm going to contemplate if I'm supposed to. So these two matters, my question and conversation are very simple. What is the response to somebody at the other side on a phone who says, I miss you? How are you supposed to respond? I miss you too, or me too? I hear. Thank you. Yo. Wow. Is it a bad response when somebody miss you and you don't say, what do we say? What should be the answer? It's one of the issues that we say it matters. I'm going to discuss today. What do we call girls' code? I say girls' code because some believe that your girlfriend cannot have a relationship with your friend. So, for example, whoever I'm in a relationship with, it doesn't make sense that I find out that if I'm even no more with a person, another person is in a relationship with the same person again. Is there anything that should stop me from having sexual relationships with specific with somebody who has had sexual intercourse with somebody who calls me a friend? So how do you respond to I miss you? For example, Asantua is not in Ghana. She sends me, I miss you. She says you have to respond, I miss you too. Laura to say the response is, I miss you too. Joanne says, if you reply me, thank you, the relationship is over. Why should the relationship be over? Because you said to me, I miss you. And I said, thank you. What should be the response when somebody say, I miss you? Should I respond be like somebody is saying here, I miss you too? So that is the misunderstanding that is going on between this young girl and the guy in Ghana. The girl is out of Ghana and was having a chat with the guy, and in the run-up of the conversation, all she said was, I miss you. And the guy said, thank you. Her Excellency says, response should be thank you. Coco says, the response should be, I miss you more. These two matters is what I'm discussing today. There are issues that is affecting our relationship when it comes to communication before, during, and after relationship. The after relationship is what we are discussing. Now we are in the marriage. We have divorce. How do we communicate in our relationship? Because the little things that are breaking relationship, Tilly says, I miss you, pa. The little things that are breaking our relationships, which some of us are thinking that is the devil, I have come to believe that yes, it's the devil. But who is the devil? The devil is us. We who are in a relationship can easily become the devil because there's a thin, insignificant line between love and hate. Brality says that, Bra says, you should say, same here. I miss you, same here. So the response, Albert says, I miss you too. So somebody say, I miss you. Or they tell you, I love you. Should he say, what? I love you too? What should be the response? Her Excellency has written a literature. Counselor, you are my daddy, oh. I always listen to you, pa. And fight for you on YouTube. Thank you for fighting. Once you keep fighting, you are fighting for a generation that will be blessed because we have invested into their lives. I'm honored to have people like you fighting on YouTube. It's a pressure to be fighting on my behalf. As a American, I'm careful with my pronunciations. Respond. Somebody says there is Dorothy says the response should be, really? I miss you. He says, really? I'm trying to understand where you say I miss you and you hear really? How will you feel when you miss somebody and the person goes like, really? Am I the one you're missing? Whoa, strange. Wonder shall never end. You miss me? Really? You miss me? Really? I love that one too. Really? Akumira says, me too. Same here. It's not a good response. It means you are to hide something, or you are hiding something is what you want to write. Oh, Akuya, thank you so much, making me your mentor. will cause you to meet a lot of opportunities in life. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So, my conversation today is that this thing too matters. If you found back as a way so here, Albert says, I love you too. Nasa obi catch us say, my fewa. And why any day? Abaya bi buefu. Ne Chocho Mchubia, on any trimpna. Say, on any din come we no car say, my feel. Na my feel no. And why I buy no one pet. And why any say, medasi. Or say I didn't so cast medasi. Then no this year. As I'm just saying, same here is not a good response. It means you are hiding something. Eku says, I respond. The response should be, I appreciate it so much. Okay. Her Excellency says, he said, I miss you. My response was, thank you. And he said, I don't love him. Wow. So it has happened to you. You see? You see? So Her Excellency says, they say, I miss you, and say, this was a response. Thank you. And he said, I don't love him. Well, Aku says, the response should be, I appreciate it so much. Yes, I'm just saying, really? Is even worse. How can that really be? How can really be the response? Then every person says, the response be, sir, mate. Somebody says the answer should be copy that. Copy that. No, I miss you. Copy that. So I'm just going to go into our minds. We're going to learn. Share the page with friends and loved ones. Let me see what number you're doing now. You are not even up to 100. The page is back. We fought to get the page back. And all of you who are watching, wherever you are, share the page and let's invite friends to come and learn. We're going to learn communication in relationship and the little foxes that destroys the vine. Like this young lady's story. And the two issues I'm discussing is my friend slept with my boyfriend without considering that he's my boyfriend too. Is it wrong to have sexual relationship with your girlfriend's boyfriend or your boyfriend's girlfriend? Is there anything wrong with it? Because people think that is a fight and is a quarrel. And you know the story between Miss Bell and Fia Schwarzenegger, that they are fighting because Fia says Miss Bell slept with a boyfriend. It's been denied. That is an alleged statement that Miss Bell denied it. But I think I made a statement and said that even if it's true, what is wrong with sleeping with somebody's boyfriend? From where I sit, if my girlfriends allow you to have sex with her, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you who a girlfriend is. Counselor, my problem again. He asked me, do I truly love him? And I told him, we don't ask such questions. And he said, it's not talking to me. He said he's not talking to me again for 3 days. You hear? Her Excellency says that the guy asked him, do you really love me or do you truly love me? And he said, you don't ask such questions. And he's not talking to her for 3 days now. These are the issues I'm talking about. When so we hear this thing too matters. That do you really love me? I don't know why somebody will ask this. Copy that. Hey, seriously. Somebody says, I miss you, I love you, and you say, copy that. Why should you call your girlfriend, your loved one, your wife, and ask them, do you really love me? What is called really love? What calculation are you subtracting the love from? There are many a times that we ask silly questions. You be some kwasiasem ni etwem waye anyansa wom. Ni ba bi some kwasiasem dia ehun twase. Woman nkwasiem waye. If you say wani bi ansem wo yem bisa. Obi adwene say ade chi ade say de bia say o kan good asom. Do. I love you. Now I love you no. E no na kire say de wo ka no botim ka ana akomam asem ana eyade na love you mpo de nipa hia mobile money ya so na ade so ayade na wo sani emojis love emojis wa mani moya na covid-19 na aba nipa ho akire nwi ubisa nipa sa ho te sen o se nyama mu nyo na drop bibi kakra gu nipa account mu a the kind say I love you. Why didn't you respond? I love you, copy. I love you, same here. I love you. I love you. Francisco, I say, you are always on point. God bless you. I take the blessing. So my topic today is when somebody at the other side who you are in a love relationship with comes up with an exclamation or a request of this nature, how do you respond? Because I'm talking about the other girl and what she's gone through with the guy, and the response of the guy has brought a crack in their relationship. Then Her Excellency on my page comes to say it has happened to her. And even for her, the guy came to ask, do you really love me? And she said, we don't ask such question. We are sure so pay me. No, see, bisa same way. Abrantian say, Abaya say 3 days in Abrantian so in Kasebio. If you say, Wakacha and say, bisa same say. But maybe you're sure any bisa say, open me pa na no Jimmy for. Only nyansa. Bisa. You want nyama be brea. Yendi unkomo. If you say, no crane say, Bema ni unkwan so biso ba se upeme. Eso ba and to be bema. God's plan says, I love you, counselor. I love you too. I'll stop reading messages very, very soon. You know how I do it. When I spark and I enter, let me see what you're doing there. What now are we doing here? We're doing 51. We're doing just an hour. You know when I start my lecture, I'll read messages again. Counselor, I want your number. 0277 609 644 is my number. 0277 609 644. That's my number. Direct call. And it's also a mobile money number as well. Thank you very much, Jenya Nama Santua. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you very, 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 very much for dropping my number across for them. Share the page with friends so we can go. Joanna Bing says, Counselor, your number, and I'll just give you the number, Joanna. So my question is that when people are walking out of a relationship they are building, and their reason for walking out is because the other party has refused to respond to I miss you the way they are expecting the person to respond, or the other person has refused to respond to I love you. In their expectation, they are expecting the person to, as it were, respond in a particular way. Now, come to another conversation that in the midst of friends and loved ones, a guy who you are with, or your wife or husband, to be precise, will put you on the spot. I love you. I miss you so much. Whilst you pick a call in a crowd and is expecting that you respond. Same here is a crime. Copy that. It's a crime. They expect me to. And other words, the question here is that when people put you on the spot so as to express your love, is it a sign of embarrassment, sign of disrespect, or what is it? Please tell them, because today so many youth have become arrogant and they don't want to learn history of marriage. Thank you very much, Francisco GH. Call me your counselor. You see, I say, forget the rest. Come for the best, Counselor Lutrot. That is my slogan now. Forget the rest. Come for the best, Counselor Lutrot. So thank you very much. You call me Counselor Adwa Rita. Thank you so much. Somebody will call you and is listening to you from the other side. The person knows that you are in the midst of workers. He knows that you are in the midst of loved ones and friends. And unfortunately for me, I have other counselors who one time came on radio and one person was sitting and said, if you call a guy, you said, I love you, or a lady, and you said, I love you, and the person cannot respond, it means the person is doing something evil. That's foolishness. As a matter of fact, say, uni obi, ewo, na se, o friend, na oka se, ma feel, medo. Na when ye anwa, na just say baby otino. Oni obi tia, on pese nipa ne beti say, wona wa friend. Na enkoma ye di no, ayembia wo frɛ yen, ana frɛ me. Na ensemu a yen so ma no. Eyo asembia ne yi ano. Ana wo yire wa adwuma mu ye adwuma. Na wa frɛ no. Wo frɛ na. Honey, good morning. How is work? I hope everything is cool. I miss you so much and I love you. In the office, we expect your wife to say, oh, thank you. I miss you too. I love you. Is that a response? She says, thank you. Has she offended you? So I ignore messages like from this guy who does no name. And it's unfortunate. But I will respond to him at the appropriate time. Because he can't spell the word respect. So I won't spell it for him. He's a disgrace to the English language. And I will grant him the audience once. You know what I do? You know my culture. My culture is constantly to block you off my page. But I give him one opportunity. I won't block him. I'll delete his loose comments. Because he's a fool. Bible says that foolishness is bound in the heart of a child. But the rod of correction is what can remove it. So I'm using the rod of correction. And I can't mention his name because I don't know if it's a name, it's a company, or it's an abbreviative word that he has gathered. Because he's not bold enough to write his name on Facebook. He has coined something because he's been created to insult people on Facebook. Coco, the guy under you, I don't know his name. He cannot take the shine of the discussion. I forgive him because he's a fool. He has not been well cultured from home. He's not well trained. So when he gets 5 cities data, he wants to come and misbehave. Because I'm using 560 gigabyte data. And yan kwala data. So when you 5 cities data will fall, so you'll find your nipa. Nyamin fa born in Chewa Brantier. Baby, I will be our Casano. Mr. Boniface Mount. Now, some person will Brenti. O Boniface anymore. Eh, yow. Now, Chimmy. Sika 5 cities now, nya credit all. Credit now, they were sharing. Obian Frauha. Enti, Mema Unyabio. Wombre pants and a wounded. If you say, Oba Camino. Wherever you are, I forgive you for coming to insult me this morning on my Facebook page. I didn't invite you though, but it's a like page, so you came to watch because we share the page. We are here learning, and if you don't have anything to learn, your choice is not to come. But once you have come, I welcome you. But for insulting me, I forgive you. You can use your 5 cities credit to insult me, but I release a burden on you that you don't even get a 5 cities to buy credit again. until you repent from insulting the elderly. And because you are not well trained, you bring any name on Facebook so you can insult people. I summon you to poverty and hardship until you repent. May that be your portion. Christy says, I love you, counselor. I love you back. Coco, thank you so much. Home sweet home. Well, I'm in Takrady now, Coco. Coco, you say mature. Yes, thank you very much. Counselor, your work is excellent to the world, especially Ghana. Thank you very much. Someone once responded to I love you or I miss you. Yo to me. Hey, you twats, don't mind him. No, don't worry. Don't attack people when they attack me. They came to distract us from learning what we are learning. I'll deal with them on your behalf spiritually and physically. Your Excellency, you are a victim from what we are discussing. So if we are wasting our time, because of you alone, I'll finish the lecture today in the next 30 minutes as I wrap up. So Nana Tum says, I don't understand why people come here to misbehave. Nobody has invited you here. Ghanaians should understand that nobody has forced you to come and comment here. Thank you very much, Nana. Francisco says, you are the best because you are the one who made counselors vibrant in this country. God bless you. That one is true. You won't take it away from me. I made counseling better. We are tired of your concert. Well, he's the same guy who has come to write you are tired of your concert. And I think he has overstayed his welcome. I regularly will always go and delete his message, give him more room to be here, and will not bypass his messages. So who are we who are tired of my concert? Actually, though he's tired of my concert, he has come to spend his 5 cedis credit on me. So he's enjoying my welcome to concert. Welcome to concert. Welcome to concert. Welcome to concert. What does here? Concert in common. Welcome to concert. What does here? Welcome to concert. I think you're going to live there. That's already there. We'll do so. What is that? Do so. The chomana. I don't know where sir. Oh, mama, yes, mama, yes, I grow. Mwenye, oh, atija, ekowai. You been day. 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 So we are seriously on it and we are learning. So what should be the response when somebody comes up to come and tell you, I love you? Somebody comes to say, I miss you. Some victims. And in our victimization, we have become burdens to ourselves. And because we are burdens to ourselves, we carry on our negativity to other extent and believe that what we are doing wrong is right. In the midst of a group, the one you are going out with, your wife, will call you and will say, I love you, and is expecting that you respond, I love you too. Or I don't know what their response are. But unfortunately for us, they expect us to, as it were, respond. They are expecting us to respond. My question is, if my wife calls me and say, I love you, and she has an expectation of a response, how do I know her expectation of response? Because it is not cast in stone It is not a rigid response that has been written, like good morning and good morning too, good afternoon too. It is not something that rhetorically we are supposed to be responding in a particular way. But it has become part of us that within our communication and relationship, when a friend sends you a message, I love you, the expectation is that you respond, I love you too, love you more, love you pa, me too, same here. But if you say copy that, thank you, it means you are not in love with them. And I was telling you that I watch, it's not a colleague counselor, one of the counselors on radio, boldly saying that when you're going out with a guy and you say I love you, he can't say I love you too, it means that he has something to hide. When you say I miss you and he can't say I miss you too, he has something or she has something to hide. What does the person have that he or she wants to hide? Anytime people are hiding things from you, it means that you are not supposed to see it. Obi di bibi tell e won prantwe na wo hu ayeden na se wasen what drop message am obi na wa fro obi no aga say ma feel na nipa ne si yo mate me da ase a o se wa fom na ense so kasa de e wo se oka ne say e men so ma feel ana yesa na mo kire no. If you say, you want crofo bria, omuntin pratwe any awade na se. Ye ni so ade hu ba kwa ye kuramu asase so ne se. Ya yen hihye bia man pratwe. Asa na yen ye pe no. Sa na ye pese e kɔ no. Na se se na yen ye pe no sa na se e kɔ no, sa na ya bo na na. O ka cho bi se manage ho. Ma feel na nipa na you are no ayem bia ne bone ne dey so being feel onka se ma feel wona wo tu baby no afe me wona tu baby na esisi so se wo pe me wona me twempra me ye wukunu wo ya me yire na afi de I miss you back no sa wade ne hyebre na me don na ye ka no ye ka e de kenya ye ho se awade ni igu odo ne san enti ye hyemu kina enti ni ye ka I love you, I miss you, I kiss you, I love you baby. Sa jargons na ye movie. If you say nyansa for me no enim where I sit, it doesn't make sense to put people on the spot to check if your suggestion is right that they love you, because love is a feeling that you feel. So nobody imposes a feeling on you based on their personal request. So if there's a feeling that I feel, love is not address issues in that way. Who born dog? That share the page. There's a cast in stone response to I miss you, I love you. And so when the person is not responding in that particular atmosphere, it means that the person is no more in love with you. And I've seen fellow counselors. When I say fellow counselors, I don't feel comfortable. But I've heard counselors on radio. I've heard preachers on relationship conferences in their churches who says that when you're going out with a guy and the guy is not able to advertise you and show you out and let people know they are going out with you, it means they have something to hide. And I say, If God doesn't have anything to hide, why didn't he tell Jesus when he's coming back? Why is Christ, who and God are one, doesn't know when he's coming back? Where do we stand? Where do we stand and tell people that when a guy refuses to respond to "I love you, I miss you too," and it doesn't respond the same way, it means that where he is, he's doing something else there. He has a second wife there. He has a third relationship there. Who says that? Why are we living a life of deception in relationship, and we are making it right whilst it's wrong? And then ye jina so amana ye say ene ye ewo ya brabom enti ye nyina say na se ye kono so obi catch now say me pewa e say so ya no be obi say on pe no so. There's so many errors. I go to a wedding ceremony and remember that the church doesn't have a wedding, or the church doesn't have a marriage. The marriages that we contract in the churches, fortunately or unfortunately, happen to be the same marriages that are contracted seriously by the law courts. Thank you, Dorothy. Yes. I had light off. Sorry, I had light off. So what I said is true. There was light off, so the network went bad. Sorry. I'm in Takrady, so the light went off and the generator just came on. So I'm sorry for the break in transmission. It's not about data, but it's about light off. Thank you very much. So we suspect each other. Our relationship are not built well. There are even people who have sent spies to spy the people we are living with. That's why I said, those of you who have gone to watch my video, go to YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Counselor Truth, and go and watch the effect on long distance relationship and the misdemeanor and misbeliefs or disbeliefs that it brings, the miscommunication, misinformation that it brings on our way because of distance. So we tell people that when the person doesn't respond to "I love you, I miss you," the way you are expecting, it means the person has something to hide. It's a lie. Why do you put me on the spot? Then I'll pay for me all. Say me microphone nama. Obi anti say we na wa frame me. Na ye. Everybody should know you are the one calling me. For what? Say my friend. Say me tie my friend me ire. Me tie say microphone hontino. Hi, I love you so much. And I'm expecting you to say I love you too. Nonsense. It doesn't make sense to me. Even my wife telling me I love you is senseless to me. What have I done? What did I do for her? For her to tell me I love you. What did I say? Which is the basis on which she is standing to say I love you. Did I do any practical thing that deserves I love you? For God so loved the world. He gave. Love is given. So when I give something and in her thank you, she goes like, I love you. Thank you. I hope we are learning something. We have a conversation. Oh, I'm in Takrady. I remember this environment so well. It seems like the last time when we went to Burumbumbo, the environment is just the same. The breeze are the same. How I miss you here. This is a conversation. But I don't get up in the morning, come and stand at the balcony of my hotel and say, hi, babe. Oh my God. The way I miss you in this environment. She is not in the same environment. So why do I expect her to say I miss you too? I'm not in snow. I won't need her. I wait here. I wait here. I wait here. So I'm feeling cold, and I think that when she comes closer to me, I'm going to feel her warmth. So I miss you here because the weather is so cold that I miss you. Yes. She is not in a cold weather. If you feel it, I don't miss you, my baby. Hello? So if she doesn't respond and she says thank you or sorry, I miss you so much in Takrady, the way the environment is. Oh, sorry for you. I didn't miss you back. Because I am not in the same environment. The mood you are in, which is the reason why you are telling me I love you, I'm not in that mood. I don't know if you get me. But this has become a quarrel. And Her Excellency, we lost her. I hope she'll come back. Says that the guy asked her, do you really love me? And she told the guy that we don't ask such questions. The guy is offended. And for 3 days now, the guy's not. Look, this guy is a stupid guy in your life. I pray that you will not go and lie down and cry for such a foolish guy. Jimmy Bema. And I'm casting me don't went to me and can say, baby, you're sitting for or you'll be trained proud. Sorry, there anymore. And she, no, my dear, thank you very much, Your Excellency. She's back. Jiminy, such a wisdom. I see him. Do you really love me? What is called really love me? Oba and do Bema, or do you Bema said ye? And you know, Ba, Obama catch say you don't respect me. If a man tells you don't respect me, it means that it's a deep thing because you are not supposed to love. You are supposed to respect. And in your respect, they sense what you think is love. So when you don't respect and you don't follow their order, there's no submission. That is where they begin to complain. But you don't love me, you don't love me. Any man who keeps telling you don't love me, you don't love me, or you koto bonquish amui, we have wrong teachers in the place. And as long as they keep us teaching us wrong things, bombarding the place with wrong people, wrong mentality, wrong intentions, building wrong relationship through wrong methods, we will have challenges in marriages. So your husband calls you and you are tired sleeping, it's a crime. What are we talking about? It's late. You are now in the morning in America. And I'm sleeping. At best, good night. Sound sleep. May God protect you. When you are awake in the afternoon, I might have time to share with you, but I'm going to stay awake in the morning to talk to you in the night. And you think that is love? So once I don't do it, it means I don't love you. Communication in relationship has gone beyond our intuition, has gone beyond our feelings, have gone beyond the way we think for people, have gone beyond the box we keep people in, have gone beyond the design that we have for them. Because many of us have kept our relationship in boxes. And we determine the way they should behave like animals in a box. We have set questions for ourselves. And even though we didn't give the people lecture notes, we expect feasible answers from them. People, let's get back to our brains. When you send a message to somebody, I love you, and the person says thank you, this is a mature, sensible human being. When you tell somebody, I miss you, and the person say, thank you, these are the sensible people we should run a relationship with. Because you can't impose, I love you back on people. And when you're doing the right thing, they complain. Because everybody has adapted the wrong thing and they think the wrong thing must work. Listen to me. Wrong is wrong, even if everybody, including myself, is doing it. Right is right, even if nobody has attempted to do it. It doesn't change the right thing to be wrong. I want to provoke you wherever you are, that in any relationship you find yourself, communicate well. Don't expect a static, robotic answers that you have set and assume that your partner you are in a relationship with should be able to answer the question even though you have not given them lecture notes. If you have now coded it, anytime you hear me say I miss you, to say I miss you too. It doesn't mean what you mean. If you are lonely, doesn't mean I'm lonely. Or we are following the lyrical content in songs. And that is how we are running our lives. We are killing ourselves. We are killing ourselves. People are sitting to settle foolish disputes in kwasiasem asofoti ho and penyifatnas ye bekan kwasiasem and semne there me friend na me kasa me pew wentimi ya no ba bi asim me hu se ade bi oye wo honti na se me kasa me pew a ontimi ya no I miss you no ontimi kasa I miss you too eso ni ndi oye enye wa osofo jimifo bi onsua ade obi ono osie so ye married counselor bi a otini baby onsua hwe ese wadwen enka no kranchiraw aji udin ejimi wo kurum nti wo kase yo kaye no kranti ugira so e de sewa wade sabase mi kurunko na ho anka obegichi me so obegasa yo medom me da ase wo ho tie me Jimmy for penny a friend of Bonnie Penny didn't worry any part of one. Obi Frau. Hello. I was your phone say, hey, Regina. Net is saying. Na doctor did to saying. Hey, Regina, I'm tell you catch you. Why do you mention my name when I call you? Why are you announcing my presence? Am I talking to the people around you? Only fools do that. Jimmy for the SR. So everybody knows I'm the one you're talking to. So once we finish talking, you didn't come on. Now for the other side though. I love you so much. I miss you. Oh, me too, I miss you. I love you. Now I don't know. The Jimmy for the general baby sir. Now I don't know. Why? Because you invited the people around you to join your communication. Why should I miss you, thank you, lead to a breakup? Why? Because we are bombarding our TV station, bombarding our radio station, our social media with roof rats who know nothing. But more bundle, ebekasa, shramajing, nipa bressa our relationship, no huna brabano, no adani counselor. Ofutufu obi akumutufu na kamia quiet to say Jimmy ni bi abra abra ni futufu and a sankrofon ya ji wontu ya nyame adoma yesu ade du ani ma ya kira de no ye endorse nti ya he and you see the harvest is plenty, the laborers are few. We need more laborers, but we need sensible hardworking laborers. Not every labor can be given to any laborer. There are some laborers you are working with as a mason. You suffer by the phobia. Until me got mortar 1 pound embre was soon find plastering. We are 1 pound mortar or got half because until me swap. Or yeah by day, but he doesn't have the capacity. Why should you say I won't talk to you for 3 days? Because you be saying, do you really love me? What's the word from that one? How do you call your wife? Sit your wife down. Honey, I want to just come to you straight. And it's something that's been bothering me, and I want to have a clarity so that I can think free. But who says if you don't think free, does it concern me? Who is not thinking free? I've observed a lot of things that is going on, and I want to really ask you, do you really love me? What, Jimmy? I'm insulting you because it is foolishness. What is your doubt? Keep your doubt. How do you know, say, my response to yes, no, a reality? What makes it real? Yes, I love you, honey. I'll die for you, honey. I mean, is that what you want to hear? Your ears are tickling you to hear something. You believe that the statement that I made is true? People, the response to I miss you from the other side, thank you, is brilliant. However, if you have also missed the person before she said or he said I miss you, flow with it. But when somebody says copy that, thank you, miss you too, any of them is dependent on the person at the other side. But usually we tend to find answers for them at the other side because some of us who receive the call, we make the people open to the public. Are you aware that where are you is not part of communication? That somebody calls and says, where are you? We don't do that. But we ask people, where are you? And they announce where they are. And because of the announcement of where they are, we begin to assume what can happen at where they are. Constantly when I call you, you tell me you're always at this place. What at all is happening there? Then you need to give rundown. Oh yes, we have something we have been doing here with my friends. Which friends? Oh, then you have to mention the name for the people. What at all are you people doing there? If you don't have anything to talk about, why do you call me? Did you call me to check what I'm doing and where I am? You need a rundown. For what? And that rundown can lead to confusion. There are people that will call you and you say you are in a car and they say, why can't I hear any car moving? No horn. Why? Why? There's no traffic in town, or you are walking in an isolated place. Why do you call me and your concentration is on the environment and not me, the one I'm talking to you? Somebody called somebody recently. The person said, "Oh, see, no, think of one Nasi." When a guy called, he said, when a call came, he said, I hear footsteps of people. Who are those walking in there? I said, I'm in my room here, nobody is walking. I said, I can hear footsteps. I said, where? Unfortunately for her, when the guy started, I can hear footsteps. So she began to pant. She opens her door, she got to go to the wash, then and that became a quarrel. Say, I don't know, Kasana, I say usro. Then I hear usro. I mean, why should telephone, these gadgets, become a burden to us in relationship? It's a good master. Why is it becoming a bad servant? And we are treating it like the best thing that happens to us. Ladies and gentlemen, it only came in 1997 and it cannot determine the relationship is run. Like somebody said, the original manuscript for relationship is not on social media. It's a communication gadget. And we need to learn how to communicate with it. Can you look at your wife's face and tell you I miss you? Can you look at her face and say I love you? But when you get a chance to go to the telephone, you want to trap her. You want to trap the lady. You want to trap the guy. Most of you who do I love you relationship, the relationship doesn't end well. And let me caution you. Only fools advertise boyfriends and girlfriends. Wives are advertised because of the law. The law is what advertises a wife. But if you are not a wife, Why are you advertising yourself? If you are not a husband, why are you advertising yourself? You should be hidden. So when a guy comes to visit you and he's in your room, you are not an obligation. When there's a visitor, you allow the visitor in. Because I'm in your room and I am your boyfriend and you are not married and I am there. You don't need a third party to join us and tell me, oh, it's my friend. And she can keep all secrets. She knows whatever I go wrong. What Jimmy there? Who is Jimmy for? How do you expose me to a third party? Now you expose me to a third party because you say I'm your friend. Then the next time you find out that your relationship has ended and the guy you introduced me to is interested in me, you say I've gone to take your boyfriend. Are you serious? See, I brought 2 issues today, Mr. Meka. I said me dika, Yabeka. And I'm a catcher so busy. And now on my boyfriend crowd die. Boy, I mean in a giant was standing now be the jaya. 1 month's meat is another man poison. Went to Nantana, no before for Korea, Nipana Boniana, Honey, any other in Tokakasi will come, and will be a cabby, 1 year, Obianim Sonina, Nipa or new be dying in that you'll be a dimujafra. Now, some women in a moody shower, now shower na moya and I'm going to support him. Now, Bermani and Abuse a shower for a dear, me to your way area, Sebio Samunia shower for Aden Amoko. And to one fee. Girls code, and also for boys code, and also for na damin tokwa kese ye din komo ye gu ye hwani mase enye kunu ayiri mpo bi di kunu da mpo a wo ye hwan na akodi hu komo na yempna jimi na doso. We are not building relationship, we are building shame and disgrace, and when we are forced into marriage, it becomes a burden to us. I was sharing with you that I went to a wedding, and I think that there are a lot of things that are happening right now that I think, from where I sit, is wrong. But we're doing it. Why do I say it's wrong? The law says that as the registrar of marriage, I can pronounce you husband and wife after you have signed the signature. You have penned your signature. When you declare the banns, you are not wives. But when I make you exchange the vows and follow the pattern of giving the symbol of seal, you have done 2 parts that gives you opportunity to be called husband and wife. I'm waiting for sexual intercourse, which is called consummation. Every sexual intercourse you have before marriage is not legally accepted. The one that is accepted is after marriage. So I pronounce you husband and wife, and the law says I have to give you the right to go and consummate the marriage. So I don't keep you there forever. But now look at us. We marry, and the next day the people have even left their wives and they've traveled. That's another day, another topic we'll discuss. But I'm saying this here, that people exchange rings with a veil on. Bingo. People exchange vows with a veil on, and nobody's saying it's wrong. Samson was deceived. Jacob was deceived with the wrong woman, because they married in the night. Realize at consummation, no kodi or kore, hono hu ye. So the right way to marry is that the woman I am getting married to cannot be in veil for us to exchange rings, even if you think the veil is transparent or translucent or see-through. And the worst is that when I fix the ring, I am asked to unveil and see if she's the woman. If yes, she's the woman, I should kiss her. You can't kiss her because she is still not your wife. If we are thinking 2 wives, husband and wife are kissing, Because you can only pronounce them husband and wife when they have signed their signature on the marriage register and handed over the certificate to the woman that you are now a wife, are waiting for consummation. I think about it and I think they're doing the wrong thing. So kissing must be allowed when they finish signing the signature and they come out. And kissing is not a sign of expressing that truly I miss you, I love you. You may kiss your bride. It's somebody's style that was adopted. What would the man want to do to tell us that yes, I have found? Why won't you let the man express their love the way they want to do it? But we have made it a tradition that kissing. So when you don't kiss your bride, you say you're arrogant, you are not romantic, you are not being fair. There are people who are shy. So it becomes difficult for them to give in to public kissing. Because they are melancholies. They are not sanguines. The things we do that we have to talk about, we have refused to talk about them. Because the counselors who are counseling us to get married, they don't know. I've told you people before, nobody can stand in for anybody to be married, but we do it. No, you want to mumano. Obana Yementini Yaban Jimano says who? Traditionally is not accepted, legally is not accepted. But yeah. Anybody that you are supposed to stand in for a guy who is not in to go and receive marriage on his behalf. You are the one who is married and you have the right to take the woman and have sexual intercourse with her to consummate and continue, because the two of you exchange the vows. There are things that we need to talk about. Asim bebre wa edika esiyeka enyanom me de me nkomodie ni bawie me pon dachi bio minya kwan me di sankomo yi basisi ade mo taade ntina me di taade nkomo. Don't fight over I miss you too messages. Don't call and ask where are you. I can hear suspect. I can hear a guy's voice. I can hear ladies crying behind. What is happening at where you are? When you call people, you have not sent them on assignment to do investigation on your behalf. Don't ask foolish questions. Don't conclude for people. Don't conclude for people. Seek for sensible counseling from qualified people. And leave this roof rats, these empty canals. As a matter of fact, it is already operated. There's nothing in it. Seeking your attention with the wrong things. Why should a guy decide not to talk to you again? Because she asks you, do you really love me? And you say these questions are not asked. Yes, it's a waste of getting when Yansa or Bassay. One, a man when Yansa be look what did Jimmy for Adentia. A madu dwana on when you be no what did Jimmy for Adentia. A dame. Yen Yamwa, Yen Yamo futu bonnet. Yen to share what moment said Yakanase. Mammy and Kodama mean do, and ya what dear nam. I tell you what I had there. Now, yet to mean town and Mawalia. And you didn't make a call what your branches and a quarterson. Uber saw warness and in Pima Grodia, do chop. I just read what it. On Wally Winty and an impema grade. One in him, our dear Bemu Pessia or bread conana and told me yet, soil. And Yanamuntieme Obi Frau I miss you. Now can't thank you. 1 year bonnet. I love you. Thank you. 1 year bonnet. Do you love me? 1 year no. 1 year bonnet. Bema said yan so bedoba. Oba said yan say we bre ne ho ase no de obuo ama bema. Ade e di ma bema gina so. Empemo. Ade yomo ayobuo. Bema bi ani ho a wumbu na unya ne ho faso. Sebio. Wo ska se ne kra. Wo na wo pe. E na ko wale bema wo ni bie. Obu ese fata no. Faba ne sekunu. Ye fro obi abisa ne se ma feel me do. Wona wanya wodo. Wona wa mesi nipa no. Kala kotra. Menka entwen emwaye. When you feel you have missed me, express it. You don't expect a response. At best, thank you. Oh, okay, I hear you. It's the right response because it is you feeling it. I don't feel what you are feeling. Because the environment you are in is not the environment I am in. I'm at work. I am busy concentrating on work. You want to tell me, so out of sight, out of mind. Are you serious? Right now, I am here doing life. Then my wife will say, so you've not missed me? And are you serious? Let me conclude by telling you that the way you express love is by giving. You cannot be a non-provider logistically, materially, and use your mouth to say, I love you, I miss you. Get it out of your head. I've sent you money this morning to work. I've sent you some gifts. Thank you so much. I love you. I just received your cocoa and kose. Oh, thank you too very much for receiving it. Adbina, the love is coming because of what I did. But not that you wake up in the morning and you receive a call, hello, how are you? Good morning. How's your body? Are you preparing to go to work? Oh, thank God. I love you so much. Have a nice day. When the person says thank you, you say, you didn't respond to I love you. If you wake up in the morning and you are missing me and you tell me I love you, what should I do? You wake up in the morning and the whole of the night I was not able to sleep. I was thinking about you. I miss you like heaven on earth. I didn't miss you. It is not static. So, me too, I miss you. I didn't miss you. I didn't. I didn't. And the fact that I didn't miss you doesn't mean I don't love you. It doesn't mean I don't respect you. It doesn't mean I don't need you around me. Why are we becoming burdens in relationship? My wife should carry me wherever she goes. Your sex mate must carry you wherever they go. Remember the 5 categories of women. We have friends, girlfriends, we have sex mates, we have baby mama, we have side chick, and we have wives. Should they carry you wherever they go? The fact that they don't carry you doesn't mean they don't want you. That's spoiling the fun in relationship. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for being part of our conversation this particular day. I'm honored to be presenting to you hard truth. Asemye dika. Aseyeka. This also matters. Somebody slept with my boyfriend. My friend slept with my boyfriend. It's because both of you are practicing ashawo and the guy offered money that is okay. And the guy had, why should we even announce it? He's my bestie. He should know what I'm going. Do you know what is called bestie? And let me caution you. As a wife, be careful what you say from your past in your present relationship. There's nothing called full disclosure. Be careful the things they are telling you to share with each other. Tell him everything. He doesn't need to know everything. What is everything? I dated this man. I didn't believe you this man. Does it matter? Does it make sense? Let's be careful, because we don't know how to build a relationship. Communication in relationship is very essential. And as I wrap up, let me read your last messages and let me go. Thank you so much, Albert says. Counselor, you are full of wisdom. Thank you very much, Nana. Alice, very true, sir. And Jacob says, I read it. Wisdom tree, may I say. If you are. Tilly says, say it all, counselor. Thank you. Big Sam says, Richard says, God bless you. God bless you too. Clara, God bless you abundantly. I take that blessing. 0277 609 644 is my number. They will type it there for you. Jane, thank you so much. 0277 609 644 is my number. You can call me direct. For those of you who want to support our foundation, the numbers are always there. 862 215 2007. 862 215 2007. If you are in the US, our Zelle account you can use that for our Zelle. 05 500 5077 055 000 5077. So 3077 is our MTN Momo. 055 000 5077. Zero 55 00 5077. You can help our foundation. You can support our foundation. Not forgetting our 0507 150 223. 0507 150 223. This number 2 is for Vodafone Cash. Support the foundation to support those who are in need. That's Vodafone Cash. Don't forget that whatever you do today, is the best way to help yourself. We have Cash App. Yao Fran is a Cash App name. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. 0277 609 644. As a wife, be careful what you say in your past, in your present relationship. Yes, relationship about present, it's not about the past. When you speak, it's like you are speaking my mind. Thank you very much, Brian. Nyami shira opa Ghana for bebre. I'm trying to reach it. Please, I love to speak with you. Very important. The number is 0277 609 644. Oh, counselor, I wonder why people refuse to understand you. You're always on point. Thank you very much. Let me say a big thank you to Jane Anama Santua for supporting me in this presentation today. She's done most of the posts and most of the things that I expect to be done. God bless you all very much. Remember, the response to I miss you is thank you. Unless otherwise, you miss the person. But nobody should force you to miss. Don't pick a call and mention the person's name to the people who the person is not talking to. Enjoy yourself. Be faithful to yourself first, not to everybody. First is yourself. Tonight, we'll continue in Choice Mart Takrade, the final stretch of a wonderful time with Prophet Emmanuel J. Power ministration of the word. It's good to learn and have everything that you want to have. God bless you.